Introduction. January 2nd, 2012, in West Des Moines, Iowa, 7 months before the London Summer Olympics. Gymnastics is not my passion anymore. I drafted those words onto my smartphone as a text message 2 weeks before my mother and 2 of my older siblings, Joelle and John, flew from Virginia Beach, Virginia, to celebrate Christmas and my 16th birthday with me. In October 2010, I left my hometown and family and moved to Iowa so I could be coached by elite trainer Liang Chow. I'd been dreaming of an Olympic gold medal since I was 8. But as I became more and more homesick, that dream seemed like a zillion miles away. That's when I knew I needed to have the toughest conversation of my life. I had to tell Mom that I wanted to quit. "Here we are," Mom announced as she rounded the corner into the parking lot of Chow's gym. I was there that afternoon for my usual training session at 2:30, something even a family visit couldn't stop. Before either of us could get out of the silver Nissan Versa, I handed my phone to my mom. She lowered her eyes to the phone's screen and scanned the words that I'd been too scared to say out loud, which is why I had written them down. Gymnastics is not my passion anymore. I want to get famous off of running track, or I want to try dancing, or become a singer. I can get a job at Chick-fil-A in Virginia Beach and live off the 14 grand I just won at World Championships. I just want to be a normal teenage kid. I am so homesick. I just want to come home. As Mom read my letter in silence, her eyes narrowed and her expression turned to stone. "You're breaking my heart here, Bree," she said. I could feel my stomach flip as I hunched my shoulders and looked down at my lap. "You've been doing gymnastics for 10 years, and now you want to run track? Have you lost your mind?" I hadn't lost my mind, but I had definitely lost my fire. Did I understand the enormous sacrifices my mother had made just so I could become an elite gymnast? Absolutely. Had I been the one who begged Mom to send me to live with a host family in butt-freezing West Des Moines, Iowa, for nearly 2 years of rigorous training? Of course. But looking back on it, had I understood what it would actually feel like to live through the painful injuries and daily demands without my mom and siblings at my side every day? Not even sorta. It's one thing to keep fighting for your dream when you're surrounded by the 4 family members who know you the best. It's an entirely different thing to push toward that dream when you feel alone and totally homesick. "I'm not trying to break your heart, Mom," I said. "Look, you're going to go into this gym right now, and you're going to work out today," Mom said in a tone that told me a smackdown was on the way. "I've worked my behind off for you to be here because this is what you said you wanted, and I've loved helping you strive for your dream, but you're not going to repay me like this." "But I'm not passionate." "That's a lie," Mom cut in. "Just a couple months ago, you said you wanted to be the world champion. Is there something going on at the gym or with your host family that you're not telling me?" I shook my head from side to side. "Then you're gonna have to explain yourself to me, 'cause this right here isn't making any sense." I could feel teardrops forming on my lower lids as I pressed my palms into the seat. "I just don't want to do it anymore," I finally said. "Well, that choice is not yours to make," Mom snapped. "You've got your coaches, Chow and Lee, involved in this dream. They've put everything they have into your coaching. You've got your host family, Travis and Missy, involved in this dream. They've opened up their home and turned their lives upside down to accommodate your training schedule. You've got hundreds of people rallied around, helping you to get to the next level." "But Mom," I cut in, my lower lip suddenly trembling, "you don't know how it feels." Mom paused and looked directly at me. "I know you miss home, Bree," she said, her tone softening just a little before she shifted right into the next gear. "But you've signed a contract that says you will represent your country to the best of your ability. You've got a responsibility to your teammates. And now you just want to walk away? I will not let you be dishonorable. If gymnastics is not your passion, then at the very least, you will finish the season. I didn't raise you and your brother and sisters to be quitters. It's my body and my choice," I said stiffly, staring straight ahead at the dashboard, "and I'm not going to do it." Without a word, Mom turned the key in the ignition, sped through the parking lot, and swerved left onto the main road that leads to the gym. And if you think she was upset before, this is when she really lost it. "I can't believe you're doing this," she shouted, slamming her wrists against the steering wheel to the beat of each one of her words. As the car's tires wavered from left to right, Mom hit her brakes